I remember when I was little, I used to close the door to my room before I went to sleep. I used to get down on my knees and thank the universe for what I have and ask it for what I want. We didn't really talk about God at home. I had a kind of aversion to religion and all the rules and commandments, like a list of do's and don'ts that you have to follow. Okay, I did it, but it didn't seem like anything more than that to me. A little after my bar mitzvah, I started surfing, and surfing happened very quickly. My whole life. I used to fly abroad to Costa Rica, to Sri Lanka, and just there in the Indian Ocean under coconut trees, facing crazy sunsets, I realized that this is my whole life. I don't need anything else. Like everyone, I was born with a hole in my heart and tried to fill it with various things. The problem was that when I came back to Israel, my heart would stay there. I always had to fly again just to feel what I felt and to be there. I just wanted to devour the world. I tried all kinds of drugs, parties, but there was always a voice inside me telling me, you don't belong here anymore. When I joined the army, I noticed a female soldier who clearly believed in something, though I wasn't sure what. I saw her alone on a bench, approached her, and we began talking. She began telling me about Yeshua, God, and that conversation. It was like someone reached deep inside me and flipped a switch from off to on. And that's what led me to approach that soldier. Out of curiosity, I asked her to bring me the New Testament. And the more I read the words of Yeshua, it was like a huge spotlight shining on dark places inside me that I didn't even know existed, and I saw them in others too. Eventually, it became clear to me. I found some kind of endless spring, like God was showing me, here's the way to me, come. As a Jew, you can believe in whatever you want. You can believe in Buddha, Hare Krishna, or Rabbi Nachman. But believing in Yeshua is some kind of red line you just don't cross, even if you don't believe in God. It's deep within our DNA. There was one day when I was in my room, and just like when I was a kid, I would close the door and get down on my knees, praying to the universe. I did it again, but this time I knew I was reaching out to the God who created the universe, and that I have access to Him through Jesus Christ. At that moment, I just can't explain what happened to me. I felt loved by God with a love I can't describe. Something just washed over me, left me, and something else entered, and at that moment, my life simply changed. It's like my whole life, I saw the world through glasses made of death, as if someone took them off for me. I saw people differently, women differently, the world and myself in it differently. I only studied the Bible in elementary school, but suddenly I became passionate about it, and the whole Bible talks about one day that some Messiah will come who will take upon himself everything that separates us from God. Because we won't have to reach him by our own strength. It's not possible. You can't do such a thing. We can't reach God, and we'll never meet the standard that he sets for us. I realized that something happened to Eldad, who was lying on the beach, that suddenly made him want to do what God wants. I was simply a different person. The things I used to do weren't the same anymore. Already with that thought, I went to the Kinneret, lay on the eastern shore, looked at the sky, and recited the priestly blessing. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. This peace that God placed in my heart is peace in the sense of wholeness, and this peace has never left me to this day. I didn't get it from the world, so nothing in the world can take it from me. I always looked at successful people, famous ones who achieved things in life, dreams. Something seemed missing for them. That even if they achieve all their dreams, and even if they have everything they ever wanted, even with all the world's pleasures, something will always be missing for them and they will never find rest. Like a person who is at an amusement park, there are rides, and he wants to get on a ride and feel the loops and all those experiences you have on the ride. He'll have to get off eventually, despite all those thrills. And then he'll want to get on again to feel what he felt, and every time he'll have to get off and get on, get off and get on, just to feel it. Today, I don't need to get on any ride. I don't need to do anything or feel loved by someone, because I know that I am loved by God. Even if a person has all the physical experiences and everything he needs, or all the emotional experiences, his spirit still won't find rest, because a person was born to be in a relationship with the living God. And today, as someone who didn't believe in God at all, he follows the God of Israel with all his heart. Not because I have to, but because I love him, because I know what he did for me. Knowledge tells people who God is, instead of letting God tell people who he is. But anyone who truly wants to know who God is and turns to him and says, "God, who are you? Show me who you are and what is the way to you," I have no doubt that God will show them.